divers watchers, and today I'm going to be taking a look with you at the Prometheus Zenobia Professional 500 meter diver limited edition for DW. The Zenobia watch pays tribute to the MS Zenobia, a Swedish built Challenger class ferry that was launched in 1979. She capsized and sank on her maiden voyage in 1980 in the Mediterranean Sea off the coast of Larnaca, Cyprus, and she now rests on her port side in approximately 42 metres of water, and was named by the Times, amongst others, as one of the top 10 wreck diving sites in the world, however also known to be a challenging and dangerous dive. So let's take a look at some pretty unique underwater footage of the wreck, courtesy of Kelly the Swave and Scuba Life B. There will be a link to their webpage and Facebook page at the bottom of this review, and I would really like to thank Kelly for letting me use this video. So I'm lucky enough to have 3 different models of the Zenobia with me today. The black version, the blue, and my favourite at the moment, which is the meteorite. Now, this is not to say that some of the other colours that are available to buy aren't a little nicer, but these are the only three that I have, so I can only judge what I have in front of me at the moment. So also, let's just take a little look at some of those other colours that are available. This special limited edition diver will be limited to a total of 300 pieces, featuring a total of 11 options, which are a black, blue, green, yellow or orange dial, all available with a date or no date option, and a meteorite dial with a no date, but the meteorite dial is such a nice finish you don't really want a date on there. The blue, yellow, orange and green colours pay tribute to the flags of the two countries, Sweden, blue and yellow, where it was launched, and Cyprus, green and orange, where it now rests on the seabed. So let's take a closer look at the watches. We have a 316H brushed stainless steel case, measuring 43mm without the crown. Lug to lug is 49mm, and it has a height of 13.6mm. I really like the shape of the case on this watch. It's got nice smooth edges, there's no sharp points. I absolutely love the way the case actually shapes right down here, you know, so that the watch are going to fit really nice on the wrist. Now the bezel, I don't know if you can see this, but it just slightly overlaps the case there. And that's going to give you a really good grip, you know, when you get hold of the bezel to be able to move it. The lugs on this watch are 22mm lugs, and there is a signed screw down crown there at the 4 o'clock position. The watch has a sapphire crystal. It's a flat sapphire crystal. If I turn the watch just slightly on its side, you're going to see how nicely it sits there. Very, very flat. It's 3mm thick. It's got an AR coating. The bezel on this is a 120 click unidirectional bezel. It's a nice positive click. There's no rattle at all on that bezel. I say it is a polished bezel. It's got all of the actual markings on this are loomed with the BGW9, and they are actually carved into the bezel. So it looks really, really good. The lume on the Zenobia is very, very bright. It's Super Luminova BGW9. Just take a look at this. It's nice and clear. It looks great on not only the watch face, but on the bezel itself. It's a really nice, crisp lume. The watches are powered by a Swiss-made ETA 2824-2 anti-magnetic automatic movement. It has a good water rating of 500 meters. Now the bracelet on this piece, it's a 316H stainless steel with a signed diver extension. I don't know if you can see this here. I'm just going to turn it around. Nice, you know, it's a nice crisp fit. Click at every position. It's a brushed and polished finish. And what's quite unique about this is the way the bracelet does not extend the lugs at all. It actually, if I fold this back now, it's going to lie flat. Look at that. So if you've got a smaller wrist, it's going to fit your wrist very, very well. This watch also has quite a nice weight about it, being not too heavy, you know, because it's quite a thick piece, but it's not too heavy at all. The watch face with its straight batten loom filled hands and lollipop second hand is easy to read with applied indices, and I really like the combination of the triangles, the circles and the bars. It's not cluttered at all. There is the DW Scuba Doove there at 7-hour mark, the Prometheus name at 12 and the watch model name at 6, so the dial is quite clean. The stainless steel screw down back features an engraving of the Zenobia with the date and place of launch, 1979 in Sweden, and the date and place it sank, 1980 in Larnaca Bay, Cyprus, and the coordinates of the wreck. Around the edge of the case back is engraved Prometheus Watch Company, the name of the vessel, MS Zenobia, the water rating and the limited edition number of the 300 made, with DWFG for Divers Watchers Facebook group. It's a nice, sharp, clean tribute engraving, and the picture of the vessel is a nice touch. On the prototype there is text on the top and the bottom of the chapter ring. This has now been transferred to the case back, and the chapter ring will remain blank. The screw down case back design has now been finalised, and so it will look like this. There will be a few alterations on the final production models. The second hand will be 1mm longer and the lollipop will be 15% larger. And as I said, the chapter ring will be plain. So with all the colour combinations and with the optional date, you will be spoilt for choice. Here I've got the black dial, which is very traditional and smart. The meteorite dial, which has a lovely finish, and every meteorite model will be unique, as you never get the same markings twice. So that's a nice thought. If you were thinking of going for one of those, and the blue I've got here is really nice, it's a rich, sharp blue. It looks quite nice, it's a sporty colour, but also works really well as a dress watch too. You've also got the choices I said earlier of the yellow, the orange and the green, so you've got a lot of options there. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the review of the Prometheus Zenobia, and until next time, thank you for watching. If you like what you've seen here today, go to the link I've put below, and remember it's a limited edition and serial numbered 1 to 300. Thanks again, bye bye.